Traore, Burkinabe's head of state, almost a military leader for head of state, or causing commotion in the world. And then Trump, the 47th president of the United States. Now, no here man as that be Martin Traore be a make changes in Africa. Me person me did ba. Na invitation come out try remember.
Today's story has been shaking up the political world in a way you wouldn't expect. It involves a bold move from Burkina Faso's president, Captain Ibrahim Traore, and an unexpected snub to none other than the US President-elect Donald Trump.
Ghana any president in the year can just and who put now come back. I don't glorify coup, but I'm glorifying the kind of leadership he is showing the way. Mukaya, Kwame Nkrumah, Sano inviting call Hanoi, or Koyanum Tunito.
Hello, keep watching Xposed GH, the best channel on all of YouTube. Yes.
Hello, welcome back Xposed GH. It's a new week. You feel say baby I will be out here me check a cinema. The name as usual is Ben Bruce. Assembly and Ramiko Hunye. Me day. And I feel proud as an African. But at the same time, no, I'm a messia room and then me no beche. Ibrahim Traore, Burkinabe's head of state, almost a military leader for head of state, or causing commotion in the world. And then Trump, the 42nd president, 47th president of the United States. Now, no here man as that be Martin Traore be a make changes in Africa. Me person me did ba. Na invitation come out try remember. I said David remember. I said me mind in some woman my munaso. And you have no pomp and pageantry. Remember, Minisika can be traveling about minute time. Remember, you should be doing a match of the real reasons here. Ibrahim Wanko, Yankobra.
Today's story has been shaking up the political world in a way you wouldn't expect. It involves a bold move from Burkina Faso's president, Captain Ibrahim Traore, and an unexpected snub to none other than the US President-elect Donald Trump. You heard that right. The heat is on, and here's why Captain Ibrahim Traore just rejected an invitation to attend Trump's inauguration this coming Monday, January 20th, 2025. Now, you might be wondering, why would Captain Ibrahim Traore, the 36-year-old leader who took power in Burkina Faso in 2022, refuse such a high-profile invitation from one of the world's most controversial figures? Well, let's break it down. First off, Traore's leadership has been anything but ordinary. He came into power following a military coup, promising reforms and a return to stability for his war-torn country, which has been struggling with insurgent attacks in the Sahel region. So, it's no surprise that his international diplomacy is more focused on his country's security and economic needs than symbolic gestures. Now, let's talk about the big news. Captain Traore turned down an invitation from Trump to attend his inauguration as the 47th President of the United States, scheduled for January 20th, 2025. And this wasn't just any diplomatic invitation. It was a personal invitation from Trump, extended in the spirit of reinforcing ties between the US and African nations. But Traore's rejection is making headlines.
Why?
Well, here's the kicker. He cites more pressing matters at home, specifically focusing on combating insurgency and securing Burkina Faso's borders. He's making it clear that his priorities lie at home. Now, some of you might be wondering, why is this such a big deal? Sure, international diplomacy is complex, but this is far from just another rejection of a state invitation. Captain Traore's move shows that he's willing to stand his ground and prioritize his nation's sovereignty over international photo ops. And given the ongoing instability in the region, this rejection could signal a deeper message. He's not playing the political game for show. He's focusing on what truly matters. Now, here's where it gets interesting. January 7th, 2025, was a day of pomp and ceremony, celebrating the democratic transition of power in Ghana. President John Mahama was inaugurated amidst a sea of dignitaries from around Africa. But one visitor stood out, and that is Captain Ibrahim Traore.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Yes. Good. Thank you.
Captain Traore arrived not just with his charisma but with a holstered pistol, sparking a mixture of awe, concern, and debate about diplomatic protocols. This move was seen by some as a breach of security, while others viewed it as a statement of resilience from a leader combating insurgency back home. The attendance of Ghana inauguration by Captain Ibrahim Traore might have forced Trump to also try his luck. However, there's more to the story. By rejecting Trump's invitation, Traore is also sending a message to the US and the West. He's showing that his leadership isn't swayed by foreign influence. This rejection could have long-term diplomatic consequences, especially as the US looks to increase its involvement in African security and development. Is this a sign of growing tensions between African leaders and the West? Will Burkina Faso double down on its independent foreign policy, or will they shift their stance in the future?
I saw you macho. Ghana the president in the year can just and who put na komaba. Yeah, what you see, them young catch say, and you cool na Ibrahim yeah no need a problem. And you know that me glorify. I don't glorify cool. But I'm glorifying the kind of leadership Ibrahim Traore and the Burkina Faso people. He is showing the way. Mukaya, Kwame Nkrumah, Sano me inviting call Hanoi. O koya no mtu I Ibrahim Onyimiyo. And over geopolitical world now, superpowers na one we China, USA, and Russia. Sanko for way. Now for the same time, it doesn't happen. Until once Ibrahim Traore, what me aligning the home with Russia. Russia catch and say, Massa, a woman come on, you know that because must send them special forces as a someone or more a guardian Ibrahim Traore in the as are faithful and loyal to what? Russia. The second point is that sometimes no and some more who say and we will repeat it. Yes, the black man also has balls or Bema. It's a new baby. I saw mom who said, we can repeat it. And nothing to make us a main cop. Now, me for so because only me so we share a com any Nyama Africa. We don't have time for gymnastics. Inauguration. But yes, Trump said, and the other now was all about Ghana with. I said, Ghana, you mean here? Ghana, I mean here, a African nation, or mean here. Now what Trump here? Will be able to share the whole map. What to share Africa? I'm catching say, yes, shit hole. I see a bomb in there. Me not bad there. Me not bad there. It's a wise. You are here. So the CIA no. Our main concern is Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. The African mentality is waking up. No man cut Sankophone offer. Asameba. Kwame Nkrumah started no or starting na or Kenya ya adwene jimienti ye tu no. Omo who say we so omo ntimi antu Ibrahim Niger president and Mali president na Asameba Africa. Because the African man is now saying, I can be my own leader. I don't need you. Now only me. The greatest mind in the world is the African mind. And that African ni parkour ye. To send your mehu ni me ye. Na sade no obenya nyansa no me catch the world cannot contain Africa. Because only me nyame am 70% of the world resources. Now, if you see among the world resources, it means you are what? A bargaining. Who you be a sabi? Yeah, baby, or a ba near the But check this. Near me, we are beggars. It's Traore. What me ama Yahoo said, and you possible say, yeah, verifying your gold. Yeah, cocoa. Yeah, but you be and it is a say no. Africa for you now rising up. Now, Africa rising up, the world is doomed. Oko Bible ma metimi akotu akyerɛw. The next decade the superpower ebeba if the African continent. Yen never be superpower no. I eti na make catch the youth of today say don't condone to politics of violence because near wo yanim no esuche near asɛ no penifo no omadi no omuni kɔ ba nya ka no ye be bɔ ho ban eno na Ibrahim Traore o catch ni kɔ for no o say it's time for the African world awakening minim school okoye but this guy is serious. Trump just who say I reject na ne ho so ya say hey African yet me reject an invitation to what the White House must yes I have. We're making statements. Now, such statement, I hope say African leaders will see it and know the reality. I made the Ibrahim Traore the Maka, made the funny power because I only me bow me hot to say because I stand for the truth, nothing by the truth. I expose GHFM members. Who subscribe? I subscribe. And the chumpa now Sakabi Manuel C.
Keep watching Xposed GH, the best channel on all of YouTube. Yes.